So today, we're going to dive into Alef, a platform with a truly massive ambition. The goal? To build a personal learning universe for every single user. So what does that even mean? Let's find out.
But first, let's just step back and ask a really basic question. When we talk about a good education, what are we actually measuring? Is it really just about getting an A in calculus? Or is it something deeper, something about becoming a more capable, more well-rounded human being?
Okay, now I want you to hold this number in your head, 5,000. We're going to come back to what it means in a bit, but for now, just know that it's a hint at a level of detail that goes way, way beyond a simple report card.
And that gets right to the heart of the problem, doesn't it? The world out there is incredibly complex, messy, and interconnected. But the tools we usually get in school are, well, they're pretty simple. There's this huge gap, and that's exactly the problem Alef was built to solve.
All right, so to tackle a problem that big, you have to start by zooming way, way out. I'm talking about trying to map the entire landscape of human knowledge itself.
Just imagine for a second, what if you weren't stuck with one textbook or one set curriculum? What if you could build your own learning path by pulling from thousands of years of philosophy, the latest in cutting-edge science, and really deep models of leadership, all at the same time?
And this is where things get really wild. Look at the range here. On one side, you've got this beautiful web of concepts from Islamic ontology. We're talking deep, ancient wisdom. And on the other, you have a super-structured, data-heavy leadership framework all about anti-fragility. Alef is designed to bring these two totally different worlds together.
And it's not just those two. The platform is built on this huge universe of frameworks. Everything from the Baraka effect on holistic development to the philosophical work of Iqbal in the Kuti framework, plus over 300 more. This is the foundation for, well, the whole shebang.
And here you can really see the challenge, right? Just one of these frameworks, the Kuti leadership model, has more than 1,200 unique KPIs. How could any one person possibly wrap their head around all of that? It's just a mind-boggling amount of information.
Okay, so we've seen this massive, almost infinite universe of knowledge. The big question is, how do you not get completely lost in all that? Well, this is where we zoom right back in and meet your personal AI guide.
So, meet Jordan Smith. He's an 11th grader. And that entire universe of knowledge we just saw, for him, it's all distilled by an AI into this one super simple, clean dashboard. His GPA, SAT score, what he's working on, it's all right there at a glance. But this is where it gets really smart. The AI doesn't just show him numbers, it analyzes them. It's identified his strengths, like math and logic, and pointed out his weaknesses, like written communication. And then, look at this, it gives him AI-predicted admission chances. A 24% shot at Stanford, but hey, an 82% chance at Georgia Tech. See, that's intelligence you can actually use.
And it's not just about getting into school. The platform is looking way ahead. It's suggesting career paths that fit his skills. For Jordan, it's flagged data scientist as a 78% match. It's literally connecting what he's learning in class today to a job he could have tomorrow.
But here's the real kicker. The AI builds a step-by-step plan just for him. To get those chances up, it suggests an SAT prep course, an advanced calculus class, and a writing workshop. And get this, it's even figured out his learning style is mostly visual, so the content it recommends is going to be adapted just for how he learns best.
So, data's great, a plan is great, but what's it actually like to learn on this thing? It's definitely not just reading a book and taking a test. It's all about hands-on engagement, play, and connecting with other people.
Okay, check this out. This is a perfect example. Jordan's in a module on Islamic finance, and he's not just memorizing rules. He's thrown right into the hot seat with a real-world dilemma. A team wants to launch a product that's technically okay, but maybe kind of shady. He has to make the call: approve, reject, or redesign.
And the feedback he gets isn't some simple, you're right or you're wrong. No way. He gets a whole spectrum of opinions. The CEO's focused on the market. The economist is talking about the bigger picture, and the traditional scholar brings in that timeless wisdom. He's learning to see the problem from all these different angles.
And of course, learning isn't a solo sport, right? It's social. Here's Jordan popping into the discussion board for his calculus course, asking his instructor, Dr. Chen, a question. It's a living, breathing classroom.
And that sense of community, it's actually something you can see. Back on his main dashboard, Jordan sees he has 24 active learning connections. He's not just soaking up facts, he's building his own personal network while he's at it.
All right, so let's pull back one last time. We've seen Jordan's personal journey, but Alef,
It's so much bigger than just one student. It's a whole connected universe.
See, it's not just for students like Jordan. This right here, this is what his teacher, Dr. Chen, sees. From his portal, he can track all 124 of his students, see who's struggling, and give them the feedback they need. It's an insanely powerful tool for educators.
And that brings us to the big picture. Everyone on the platform, the students, the teachers like Dr. Chen, the researchers building the frameworks, the schools themselves, they're all nodes in this dynamic, living, breathing network of knowledge.
So in the end, that's what this is all about. Alef takes that overwhelming, impossible mountain of information we saw at the start, and it uses technology to transform it into a deeply personal, engaging, and connected journey for every single learner.
Which really just leaves one last question to think about. If your own learning had absolutely no limits, and the only thing guiding you was your own potential, who would you become?